When planning for your marketing, timing is also a very important factor that you need to consider and be deliberate about. Today, we're going to talk about the timing and how to plan around that for your marketing strategy. Now, when we talk about the best marketing channels for reaching your customers, time and time again, email, blog posts, and social media have proven that they're the best channels to engage with your customers. And they're the most frequent and most effective channels that are used today. Now, timing on these channels is everything. Customers interact with different channels at different times of day. They have different expectations around how they're receiving content, sifting through content, and prioritizing the content that they engage with. And so today, we're going to talk about how to know what timing is the best timing across all of these channels. So let's look at Facebook and the timing on this social media platform. So with Facebook, there's always new data coming out about the best time to post. But in reality, you can use Facebook's analytics tool to find out what works best specific to your audience. All you have to do is log into Facebook, select Facebook Page Insights, and there you can see when your users are most active, what time zones they're in, and a bunch of other data that's useful to you. Now, if you schedule a sample post at different times throughout the day, you can then test and revise your strategy based on what you learn. Now, one tip is to measure weekend engagement differently than weekday engagement. So schedule posts at different times of day, Monday through Friday, and then again on Saturday and Sunday to understand what the difference is in customer engagement. Now with Twitter, what's great about Twitter is that customers are constantly talking hourly, 24/7, Monday through Friday. It's a platform that's designed for stream of consciousness communication. And so as often as you post, customers aren't going to seem or think that that's too much because that's the nature of the platform. Now, it can be really hard to manage engagement on Twitter because there's so much constant engagement. So it can be really great to explore tools like Buffer or other social media planning tools that allow you to schedule tweets in advance so that you can actually engage in the conversation without actually sitting at a computer constantly typing out tweets. Now, I'm sure there are times where it's probably better to post on Twitter than others, and that's something that you can easily experiment with, similar to Facebook, post a number of different posts and see what you get. But 9 times out of 10, it's usually preferred to post as often and as much as you see fit. Now, Instagram is an interesting one because Instagram is all about the visuals. And the life expectancy of an Instagram post is often much longer than something that's on Facebook or Twitter, though that's gradually changing as more and more content is getting posted to the platform. Now, when you send out your posts in the morning in the time zone of your customers, that's often the best time for your customer to engage. So you have to remember both where your customer is, so what's their time zone, and also what type of content they want to interact with. When people wake up, they often engage with Instagram first thing in the morning. So it's really great to catch people at the beginning of their day. And of course, you can adjust this depending on when your people get up. If you know your audience sleeps in, then you can schedule accordingly. Now with email, this is one of the most tried and true methods of marketing to date. There has been tons of research that we've seen about the best time to send an email. Now, from studies that we've seen, the best days are actually at the middle of the week. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you're not catching people coming off a weekend or starting their work week, and you're not catching people going off into the weekend and trying to relax. Number 1 is Tuesday, then Thursday, and finally Wednesday. Now, obviously, this is going to be variable depending on your industry, the people that you're targeting, but mostly this is the trend that we're seeing in the industry. Now, as far as timing, The best time to send an email is often in the morning first, around like 10 a.m. But outside of that, it's usually in the evening, so sometime at 8 p.m. or 2 p.m., and then lastly at the morning, which is 6 a.m. Now, the reason for this variability in times is that usually you're trying to catch people when they're checking your email. And if you think about their journey throughout the day, oftentimes their quiet moments are one when they first wake up, so that's around roughly 6 a.m. Then once they get ready, get out the door, get to the office, then maybe they have a second to check email, and that's where we're seeing the 10 a.m., so that's the most popular time. And then you also have the 2 p.m. time frame, so that's kind of around lunch or when things kind of quiet down at work, and then 8 p.m. when they're finally at home in the evening. So all good things to keep in mind regarding timing around email. Now, if we talk about blog posts, the best times to share blog posts are on Thursday and Wednesday. Now, there isn't really a lot of information why, but this is the trend that we're seeing. And it's also good to know that people are reading and sharing blog posts multiple times a day to daily. And that's a great thing for us because that means we can plan to engage with customers on a regular basis a lot more frequently than we would on other channels. And that's kind of matching the expectations that our customers have.